Hello, what's up? Before we begin, I'd like to let you know that I'm fully aware of the two god-awful mountains on my face. Please don't point them out. I'm so awkward. Okay. What's up? It's Vanessa, and I've decided to do a little mental health check, do a little talkity-talk, check-in, let you know how I'm doing. But first, we're actually gonna go to Starbucks because I want to try the new pumpkin cold brew, but I can't try it if it has dairy in it. That's my problem. So, we're gonna go to Starbucks, we're gonna do some talkity-talk, and we're just gonna, talk about mental health. I feel like everyone's gonna look at me because I have this giant ass camera on my dashboard. Like that. Let's try this. Does this work? Can you see me? There we go. Now it's not as awkward. So, we're gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna see if I can get the pumpkin cold brew without dairy. I probably can't, but we'll find out. So, it's been a couple months since I posted my post-grad depression video, and I thought, why don't we do a mental health check? Is that what it's called? Mental health check. I hate myself. But, in order to make talking about mental health more normal, I guess, I thought if I talk about it more often and show people that what they're feeling is valid and relatable. The light is green. When I posted that post-grad depression video, I got a lot of comments and messages, and it was really nice to know that I wasn't the only one going through this. I also had a lot of people who reached out to me and said thank you because what they were going through, they didn't really know how to explain it, and I was able to help them with that, and so I was really glad. That was the whole purpose of the video, so I felt fulfilled. I even had a girl from high school who, she didn't go to college, but she commented on my video because I posted it on Facebook, and she was like, your video was super helpful. Even though I didn't go to college, I can kind of relate. So it's kind of just like a 20s thing, really. We're just floating out here in the world, not knowing what we want to do, and I really hope I can get this pumpkin cold brew without dairy. And yeah, just cut me off, sister. Do you think this person will be gone by the time I come back? Okay, let's go. They made it with almond milk. I'm so excited. Said it doesn't get the same cream consistency like real milk or real dairy, but they made it with almond milk, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Ah! Oh my. Ah! Holy shit. You guys, that's so good. I'm so speechless. Shout out to my homies at the Starbucks in Riverstone. I grabbed the LaCroix from home in case I didn't like it, and I got thirsty while we were out here doing stuff. So, mental health check. I thought I'd do a little update. I've decided to quit driving while talking because I wasn't really focusing and it wasn't working for me. As far as my mental health in general, I feel like some days are better and some days are not, and I think that goes with anyone that struggles with mental health. Being able to express it helps, which is the irony, because I still feel like I can't talk about it when I'm struggling, when I'm having dark days or whatever, and I just like don't have motivation. Definitely still struggle, but as far as like that whole post-grad depression, so I think what it is, so I struggled with mental health prior to going to college. I've had anxiety and depression for about, oh gosh, 7 years? 8 years? For a while now. And so when I graduated, it just got really worse with this whole post-grad thing. And so I went back to therapy and all that stuff. And so now I feel like it's just back to where I was before I graduated college. You know, still depressed. But with my job, it's super fun. I'm very excited about it. I'm learning a lot. And I feel like I have potential to grow. And it's definitely the industry, like the entertainment industry is definitely where I want to work. It's really exciting. I get to do really cool, fun stuff. And so as far as like my career path, like that looking better, but I still struggle because I don't really have a lot of friends here. I have a couple good friends. I have, you know, Amanda, Marcus is here, and so I have friends here, but I still feel like I'm missing a lot of people, like my really close friends. It makes it hard. Like I haven't seen Kylie, like my best friend, in over a year, and it's just like kind of sad. Maybe I should text her. I'm gonna text her. So I still feel like I'm struggling. I also often feel like I'm stuck, even though I'm not, and I don't know if that's just because I have goals, and I have dreams, and I have things I want to meet, and I'm nowhere near them. But with this whole mental health check, I feel like I have created different outlets for myself on how to deal with when my anxiety is really bad or when my depression's really low. And I'm actually kind of excited about that because for a long time I didn't really have anything other than binge watch Netflix. It's fine, but it's not healthy when you do it 4 days in a row. I'm just saying. Picked up on going out running. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's not fancy running. I walk/run. Okay, I still have a bad knee, but I really enjoy that. I typically like to do it in the evening because it helps me unwind and just relax my mind and not think too much before I go to bed. The other thing is making videos. I just genuinely enjoy filming and editing videos. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's just another, I said this the other day and I don't know if it's a hobby. Making and editing videos is a hobby, and I was just so ecstatic for myself because I went so long where people would ask me, Vanessa, what kind of hobbies do you have? And I would stare at them and I'd go, I don't know, because you don't want to just say scrolling on Instagram is a hobby, because it's not. And now I have a hobby. I could tell people, oh, I love to film and edit videos. So I also really enjoy it. I think it fills up my cup and it makes me feel happy. Coffee does the same thing, but I forgot what I was thinking, and holy shit, that's so good. That just segues into a great plug. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy my videos, make sure you give it a like. I'll give you 2 seconds to do that. Okay, cool, thanks. When you do that, you're following on my journey of mental health here. You know, I'm learning how to love myself and get better. Think in order for us to make this mental health talk more normal, I think it's really important to check in on your friends and just be there for them. Ask them how you can support them, whether that's just listening to them or just letting them vent to you, just simply being a person who hears them. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes you feel like you can't be heard. And if you are someone who is struggling with, you know, any type of mental health, or feeling suicidal, there is support and help. I will list all that in the description below, because really, you do have a purpose on this planet, and I feel like it can be hard to realize what is your purpose And I know that firsthand. I still struggle with that. Like, what's the point? Why am I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. But we're all here to figure that out, and we can figure it out together. I'm really sorry if I'm not looking at you. These people are jaywalking. You don't jaywalk. You don't jaywalk slow either. They stop for you. You need to run. Yeah, so I think it's really important that you take care of yourself as well. If you're struggling, reach out to a friend or reach out to a therapist. I've heard there's actually online like websites that you can chat with a therapist for free. I just had a whole group of people show up. And they're really loud. So I'm going to check my work email. Really loud. This is so... can you see him? Alright. Okay, well, that was awkward. I ended up having to call Alyssa to get out of this situation, because I was literally sitting there for 5 minutes on my phone. They pulled out lawn chairs, and I was like, well, I need a drink after this. Oh yeah, so I had a friend that, oh my god, let me turn that off. I have a friend who posted on Facebook the other day asking what kind of things people do when they're super anxious or they're going through an anxiety attack. She mentioned she doesn't want to visit a therapist, which is okay. Therapy isn't for everyone, and so if you're not interested, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you are on the fence, I highly recommend it. But I sent her a message on what I do when I'm super anxious and I have anxiety. So I thought, why don't I share with you guys? So, one thing I do when I'm feeling extremely anxious is I will listen to music that have like, I get meaningful lyrics, or like that the music like tells a story. So like if you listen to the lyrics, it's like telling a story. It's not like the pop stuff where they say the same 3 lines over and over again. I listen to that kind of music. It's usually are the music that is super meaningful. Is this the truck? No, it's not the truck. My car's locked. Okay. I listen to music that's super meaningful because when I listen to the lyrics, it takes my mind away from what I'm feeling anxious about. So that's one thing I do. I also love to listen to Disney music because you can't, I just feel like, well, I'm depressed, but you can't feel sad while listening to Disney music. So if you're just really down in the slumps and you just need just some feel good, then put on Disney music or your favorite soundtrack or some rap music, whatever can get you dancing and pumping. That helps as well. Sometimes depending on what I'm doing, I know sometimes people have anxiety attacks at work and stuff like that. I'm blessed to be able to work from home, and so when I'm feeling extremely anxious, I just take some deep breaths and I step away. And if I'm at a point where I can step away from my computer for 30 minutes, I'll just watch like an episode of TV or put on a funny YouTube video or something like that, just to kind of ease my mind and take things away from what was making me feel anxious. Deep breaths, and then head back into what I was working on, and knowing that there really is no reason to be anxious. The other thing I like to do is go on my runs and walks. I like to do those in the evening at the end of the day. So not necessarily when I'm in the middle of having an attack, but when I just been feeling anxious a lot recently, going on my runs and walks just definitely helped me ease my mind, listen to music, get some fresh air. That helps a ton. And then lastly, what I like to do is I like to go for drives. I go on my scenic drives to just kind of clear my head, listening to some music and just kind of think things through. I live in a beautiful place. We have a lake, and I go on our lake shore drive to drive around the lake. It's just relaxing and just reminds me that I do have a purpose here and that I really have no reason to be anxious. I often get anxiety over things for no reason. I'm at a point in my life where I can feel an anxiety attack coming on and literally tell myself, why are you feeling anxious? But it still happens, and I think it's important to remember that you may not know why you're feeling anxious. You may just be doing day-to-day things, normal things in your life, and all of a sudden you just feel extremely anxious. And so I think just remember to step aside, breathe, distract your mind from something else. Just kind of tell yourself that you're okay, I'm okay, we're all okay, things are gonna be fine. Anyways, I'm gonna work on probably doing this more often. Not more often. I'll probably do like a mental health check every couple months or so, but I have some really cool video ideas that I've been thinking about. So if you want to see those, be sure to, subscribe and give this video a like. But yeah, just know that we're all gonna make it through. Yay! Also, if you cannot drink dairy, but you want to try the pumpkin cold brew, they can make it without dairy. The cream part is just not as thick because it's non-dairy milk, but it's really good. You guys should try it. Thanks for listening to me. I don't know where this video went. I'm sorry if it's really all over the place. If it is all over the place, that's just an accurate description of my mind. So there's that. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video, okay? Remember, I love you. Okay, bye!
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play.
Also, I saw a tweet the other day that said that in 2020, the whole month of April is going to be 420.